I'm Tocky and I make saves like this or this every weekend.
So after over a month without a match, we were back in action this morning as we played against Tocky and Tickton Colts, who were still unbeaten and all but promoted. With it being bank holiday weekend, we were missing 4, meaning we had only had 11 with no subs, and that being said, we're into the match. We were nearly 5 minutes in for the first clear-cut chance. A throw midway in our half was first blocked by Spencer and partly cleared by Coops. Before Tickton got the ball back with some good passing play, it threw us and fanned it to Oscar on the edge of the box, who took a touch before shooting, but Will was there to put a block in, and we cleared back to halfway. Tickton regained possession, with Tom closing down, before it was passed around us once more, and a second shot from the edge of the box, which was straight at me after bouncing on the 6-yard line. A minute later, we had our first chance after another Tickton throw was cleared by Will before Tom and Ella combined and came away with the ball. Tom brought the ball forward before passing it off to Archie C, who laid it back to Chaz. He tried a 1-2 which hit a Tickton player, and after miscontrol from the Tickton defender, Tom was there to play it forward to Archie K. This was cleared, but Tom persisted and passed it again to Archie K, who tried to slip in Betsy, but Cooper in the Tickton goal was out quickly to snub out the chance. Another throw-in nearly saw 16 in again as a long throw over split our defence, and he coolly controlled, moved the ball on it to his left foot and shot one just over the bar. A further minute on and another Tickton throw-in was flicked on to 16 at halfway, but with Coops pressing, he passed it back, but with Coops persisted, chasing it down and won the ball with the ball and bouncing it to Betsy. She laid it off for Coops, who drove forward and tried to return the favour with a through ball for Betsy, but Cooper was out quick once again. A ball downfield from me saw it bounce over halfway before Archie tried to head it on for Betsy. Tickton defender got there first and hoofed one forward, which 16 worked well to chase, but Spencer came across with a great sliding tackle. Kenny throw midway into the first half was headed by Betts for Tickton half clean. Spencer latched onto the loose ball and drove forward, trying to pass it off to Ella, but it was cut out and Tickton countered. A drive down our right wing saw Tom out to chase, but the Tickton player broke into the box and a low shot, with me rushing to meet him. It cannoned off my chest but back to the Tickton forward, who tried to double back with Tom, and Will pressed him for a back pass to Oscar, saw his shot over. Tickton then broke the deadlock after 22 minutes. A ball from Cooper in goal saw Chaz and Kenny both get shrugged off by 11, and he burst down the wing, putting a well-placed cross for Oscar to tap in, with Will trying to cut it out, but to no avail. Gotta say hats off for the cross though. Tickton then doubled the lead from a 16 free kick from 25 yards out. The ball skipped up off the surface right in front of me and under my dive down. 2 minutes later, we got a free kick, although a bit further out, which Archie stepped up to take. With Alfie not playing today, his strike was lofted over the wall and on target, and it looked to be differing perfectly, which got Cooper tip it up and out for a corner. A great pass from 16 just over halfway was spot on for Oscar as he floated over Will and Spencer, and his first time shot from the bottom corner as I rushed out to narrow the angle, putting the host 3-0 up. In the last action of the first half, saw a goal kick for us cut out before which Coops and Chaz battled for, but Tickton came away with it as 7 and 11 combined, and 11 down on the right wing. His cross was met by Oscar with an audacious overhead kick on the 6-yard line, which I got a hand to turn it out on the half-time whistle. So 3-0 at half-time seemed to be about right. After holding Tickton off for 20 minutes, they kicked it up a notch and made their possession count. Tickton started the second half stronger and made it count as the ball from Cooper got them going down the right and passed it over halfway. Then a deep cross from just over halfway would heading on the edge of the box by Oscar, who cushioned it into the bottom corner, putting them 4 up with me nowhere near it. Tickton added another as 2 brought out of defence, with Chaz chasing over halfway before slipping down the wing for 14, with Kenny who lost out and 14 tapped it to Oscar. It took a couple of touches, Kenny and Will raced in, but he smashed it across goal, putting Tickton 5 up. A Tom throw-in on a half saw Archie head it on for Archie over halfway as he battled against 4 and 5, who applied the pressure and the ball ran through for Cooper, who gathered on the edge of the box. His punt downfield then nearly scored Tickton in once more as it bounced at halfway. Another bomb of the ball landed in between Spencer and Will as 16 pressed to win it, but Will held him off and slid in and cleared the ball out. After a handball 35 yards out, saw Spencer smash one at goal, which whipped around in the air, but Cooper closely watched it, taking the touch before gathering it up. With the result already set, we had the ball down the left wing, but actually came away with it and hit this one from 20 yards out, which narrowly missed the top corner. Another goal kick to halfway came back towards goal, as 15 latched onto it and led it out to 14. He passed it back towards 2, which was driven over halfway, before slipping it through to 16, who shrugged off Kenny and Coops and hit one to the near post, which completely wrong-footed me, giving the Hunters 6th goal off camera. And that was the last action of the game. It was clear why Tickton were us unbeaten, and no doubt they'll be division champions. They were highly organised, solid in defence, while 16 and Oscar a deadly combo up top. We tried our damnedest today, and for 20 minutes or so kept pace with Tickton, but with a bare 11 and no game for over a month, it was always against us. So we'll go again next week. Catch you then.